Plant experts around the country. He designed some of the most beautiful gardens in the country, and we're really honored that he's a personal friend of ours, Phillip Watson. And Phillip tells me that these are his favorite annuals. So I always say this, if Phillip Watson likes it in the world of plants, it's got to be good. These are the three-piece variegated Sunpatiens, brand new today. Now, he does some pretty fancy gardens, but look, this is not a fancy price. Fancy plant, but under $20, you get 3 of them. 5 easy payments of $3.90 brings them home, and you get free shipping and handling. There's no like you have to spend $75 to get free shipping and handling on plants or something like that. No, we're giving you free shipping and handling on something that's under $20. And here's what you're going to get. This is the size this year your Sunpatiens can be. You're going to get 1 in the orange, you're going to get 1 in the pink, and I love that Phillip did this because he'll explain this, but notice the pink's a little smaller because this is how it's going to be. I think he said 6 weeks, and we'll check on that in a moment when we get him out here. And then you're going to get 1 in the white. All right, let's say, oh, and you can also do auto delivery. So if you want to go ahead and get Phillip's collection now and go on auto delivery, that's an option. We'll send another set out to you in spring of 2022. Okay, let's talk I can't talk about plants if Phillip's hanging on because you don't want to hear from me, you want to hear from Phillip. He's the expert. Hi, Phillip, how are you?
Sandra, I am so happy to be here with, of course, my very favorite of all annuals. There is not a better annual than the Sunpatiens, and this is what I call my go-to. It's the great problem solver. If you are a new-time gardener and all you know how to do is water, you're going to have success.
I'm
just
picking
like that.
Your flowers, and you know what? I'm not afraid to do it because there's so many more. These are all, by the way, these are all real flowers on here. Look at these colors. As we take a look at them, Phillip, who can grow these and how are we going to grow these? I love this color combination.
The blooms are huge, and I love these. They're the Matisse colors, and you have the tropical white. By the way, they've all got this, what I call lightning-struck foliage, because it's got that bright yellow in there. So it brightens up darker areas. Say, imagine if everything is just green foliage. It's not nearly as exciting. This has got a lot of ba-ba-boom, and there's a tropical orange, and I love that hot color, and I typically will put this with the hot pink because they're so beautiful together, as a lot of the old artists did. But if you've got a small garden, or if you thought, I'd like to try the Sunpatiens, but I don't want a big collection, this is perfect for you, and it's time to try because this stuff is awesome, and it's my #1 annual, plus the beautiful foliage. And you say, well, why would I get this? I say, why not? It is easy color. All you have to do is water. The most versatile and the most popular annual I have ever had, and it's the only annual that I use every year religiously.
These flowers are absolutely stunning. All right, so I want to make sure you know how these are going to come. So you're going to get 3 plants that look like this, and then Phillip, now the plants you get at home might already be getting a little flower action on them like this one here. But even if it's not already flowering, your plants are going to have buds. Phillip, walk me through how long until this plant becomes this pink plant in front of me? This size.
Let me get down and see the one down there. Okay, that will happen about the middle of the summer. Then by the end of the summer, it will be easily twice as big as that. And you see how even it is, the shape is? It hasn't been pinched or anything. It has that natural shape. New Guinea impatiens and regular impatiens will be a little bit ragged. And also, these will grow in hot, blazing sun, even in Texas. It's cold there now. It won't be this summer. Yeah. And that's what I love about it. It also will grow in half shade. I love them in containers because they are so even. Now, one of these plants will fill up a whiskey barrel.
Well, and that's what I was just going to say. I have one here that is full grown. So the pink is, halfway grown. Then here, these are all real flowers. This is full grown. This is giant. And now, Phillip, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to keep seeing blooms like this up until frost pretty much, right?
Yeah, up until the freeze. And I have to tell you, they'll go through a light frost in the beginning. These just keep on going. But notice how nice they are. A lot of plants get leggy, including regular impatiens. Yeah. These are not leggy. They have always got that beautiful foliage. So if you want containers, say, going up steps or on either side of a doorway or around a pool area, where you want something to be that looks manicured, but you've not had to do anything except water it, this is the way to go. I mean, look at that tropical orange. It practically jumps off the screen at you. And I had the white one in the collection because it illuminates everything else. You got the hot tropical rose, you've got that hot tropical orange, and then you've got the white spotlight, which illuminates the whole thing. Each plant will get 18 to 30 inches tall, 18 to 30 inches wide, just depending on circumstances, but they are guaranteed to be absolutely beautiful. And don't forget to order enough because I tell you, I sold out of these early and people were having a fit because you just can't find them.
Well, that's
And
right.
it's the perfect collection for your perfect garden, whether you know anything about gardening or not.
All right, I need to let you know what's happening. Everybody's grabbing these. 1,300 have just been ordered in the last few minutes. We do not have an unlimited supply. These are all real flowers that you're looking at. We do not have an unlimited supply, so if you want them, please, please don't wait. You know, Philip, I've told you this story before, but do you know who got me hooked on Sunpatiens? Mary Beth Rowe. Because I remember years ago going to
her husband.
Oh, the pants I'm wearing are on the air, by the way. Yes, it was her husband. I went to a baby shower for Lori Shore many years ago.
Yes,
and
of course.
this is like way back. And I just remember her backyard. I just could not believe these mounds of flowers. I thought, man, she either has a professional landscaper or she said her husband did it. I just had never seen flowers like this. It was Sunpatiens. And, you know, Philip, I have always remembered that because this is how you get masses of beautiful flowers. You're not going to find these down at the big box store. You're not going to find them at the regular garden centers. You come here. And, you know, Philip, the other thing, too, is this year, I think more than ever, I really appreciate this free shipping and handling because last year I waited. I will be the first to admit I waited too long and some of the things I wanted from QVC weren't here. And I went to other online retailers. I popped things in my cart. And when I saw what they wanted to charge for shipping, I didn't order it. I mean, I was sticker shocked by the shipping. We do not charge you shipping with live plants. You get these home for 5 easy payments of $3.90 with free shipping and handling. They come right to your door. They come healthy. And Philip, we don't send these to anyone until it's the time to plant where they live. 2,700 just ordered.
Wow. And don't miss out on these because I have to tell you, my Facebook page was on fire today with everybody talking about how much they love these and that they particularly like the ones with this variegated foliage. Look, when the light hits it, it is just heavenly. And I just love it. I have these around and in containers. You can move them around in your garden. Say if you've got friends over and you're by the fire pit or you're sitting out in the front porch. You can move the pots around. In other words, they don't have to be everywhere, but they can move with you. I love that.
Well, Philip, I hope you're going to have more to talk about later in the year because I don't think you're going to be talking about these for much longer. 3,000 sets have just been ordered. Now, I want to show you something. I thought it was very cool that Philip did this. These flowers, while all real, obviously were grown in a greenhouse because it's February. So he was able to get all these beautiful flowers to show you what you're going to get at home. But the foliage, it's you know, it's not quite as bright as it's going to be when you grow it at home outdoors. So here's what it's going to look like when you grow it outside. And I wanted to make that distinction, Philip, because you were kind enough to put this together for us. And boy, these leaves are pretty.
They are, and I have to tell you this, Sandra, is the more sun that you grow these Sunpatiens in, the bigger the gold area is. I had some out in full hot baking sun all summer long, and then it had a little thin green line around the edge. The entire leaf was so golden that it looked like it was made out of a stick of butter. It was just amazing looking. And also, you know, some flowers don't cut well. These cut well. You can cut a branch off and use it in an arrangement. And I do that. It's the most versatile annual I've ever seen.
Why
I
not?
love them.
You have flowers to spare. You could even just like float these in little dishes of water. Okay, I have to tell you what's happening. 4,500 have just been ordered. There's like another, what'd you say, Sean, like 1,000 people waiting to place, 1,300 people on the phones waiting to place their orders. So this is clearly going very quickly.
Yes.
Philip, I just think these are amazing because if you're a master gardener like Philip, you know to use these. But if you're someone who's just getting started with gardening or just think, I think I can do better this year in my yard, you can do, these will work for you.
Well, if you've got a gap, you know, where where nothing is ever very pretty, put this in there in a sunny area. It will take the place of a small shrub. That's how big it gets
Wow.
for the season, because these are annuals. And everybody was on Facebook too saying, oh, I got auto delivery last year, so I've got more coming, but I'm still ordering more. So don't forget the auto delivery. I'm so glad that they've attached that.
Yeah, me too, because who even knows what we'll have to present next year. But if you go on auto delivery now, then you can rest assured that we will send the same 3 plants to you, same varieties, next spring
Right.
2022. Phillip, I wanted to ask you,
Yeah.
as far as, so we talked about the greenery, what do I need to know? I mean, these are so beautiful. What do I need to know in terms of fertilizing them? How many times a week? I guess it depends on how hot the sun is, but like a little rough guide on how I should be watering them, or when I
Yeah.
know when to water.
Well, I water them. They'll wilt a little bit and let you know. And then if you water them, they bounce right back up. But I use my finger and I just test to see if it's slightly moist. And if it is, then I don't water it. But also during the heat of the summer, I lightly mulch these and a lot of my other annuals, just because it cuts down on the watering. That really helps. Early in the season, be sure, by the way, and y'all have loved this, and so do I, because my fertilizer, there's no mixing. All you do is a teaspoon around each plant and water it in early in the season, and you don't do it again.
Phillip,
One
let me tell
time.
you something about that fertilizer. I used it last year. If you would have been in my yard, I would have been giving you a big kiss, because it
Oh,
was
I
the
would have
easiest
taken it.
fertilizer ever. I was so happy. Okay, wait, I'm so sorry, Sean. What did you say? How many have been ordered? 6,500 sets now ordered. Please don't wait. Now, Phillip, we got a lot of fans out there of yours who are already ordering, but for someone who's never shopped with you before, how do you guarantee your plants?